Many upstream energy producers are now using automated electric systems to run locations efficiently with fewer manual adjustments required. To support these systems, we have added a key product to our Kimray Electric's line, the Electric Level Sensor. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up the Electric Level Sensor to operate with the electric pilot and the electric actuator for precise level control. We have 4 products here that'll work in conjunction: the electric level sensor, the electric pilot, electric actuator, and the electric level switch that we'll be using as a high-level shutdown. We'll start at the electric level sensor. Note that we are not connected to power yet. We'll do that later. Take the lid off the sensor, removing the 4 hex screws. Make sure your ground wire is connected and the analog out positive and negative wires are secure. Connect the analog out positive from the sensor to the analog in positive on the electric pilot and the analog out negative to the analog in negative. This electric level sensor output could also connect to a PLC or RTU. You can think of the pilot as a one-input PLC. Voltage positive will come into the voltage in positive on the pilot. Voltage negative will go into the ground terminal. The analog pilot output positive and negative will run to the analog input positive and negative on the actuator. For this setup, we also have an electric level switch used as a high-level shutdown. There are 3 wires coming from the switch: white, red, and black. The white wire is connected to the actuator D1 positive. The red wire from the switch is wired into the shared power Wago connector. The black wire is capped. The D1 negative wire is connected to the negative side of the power loop. For more information about setting up the electric level switch, see our other videos on that topic. Now we're going to connect the voltage into the actuator board. These power wires are connected to the loop. Voltage in positive and negative coming from the power source are connected in that loop to all other devices. With wiring complete, you can now turn on your power. Now it's time to calibrate these components. Plug in your backup battery on the electric actuator. To calibrate, simply press right and it will calibrate itself in about 20 seconds. The pilot should say, "Sensor type undefined." Push up or down to get to level, then press select. The next screen will ask you for the units of measurement. We'll select inches, then press select. Next, we'll set the sensor maximum, which will be the 20 milliamp output. Because we have a 12-inch displacer, we'll select 12 and press select. That will set it so 20 milliamp is the output when the displacer is entirely submerged. The sensor minimum is where the 4 milliamp output will be, which will be set to 0. Now we will define the application. For this setup, we want gap control. This is the most frequently used application because it can control a gap as wide as your displacer or down to a very small gap to accommodate your control needs. We will set the high side of our gap control to 10 inches. This could be anything within the min and max of the displacer. The low side of the gap control tells the valve when to close. We'll set this to 1 inch, then press select. Now use the up or down buttons to get to run mode, then press select. Now you can see several things on the home screen. We are controlling from 1 to 10 inches. The PV is the position of the displacer and it's reading 0 because we have no liquid on it. We are reading in inches. Our output from the pilot to the actuator is 0, and the pilot is in run mode. The electric level sensor comes factory calibrated for top level control. If this is your application, this completes the process. You can now turn on your flow and confirm everything is working correctly. If you're setting up for interface control, you will now need to calibrate the electric level sensor for interface. First, turn the pilot back to off mode. To quickly get back to the home screen, hold select for 3 seconds. Hold down the high level button on the sensor for 5 seconds. Once the LED begins to flash, release the button. While the light is on, increase the liquid level in your vessel until you can confirm that it is above the displacer. It is easy to see our displacer in this demo unit, but in real-life scenarios, there are a couple ways you could do this accurately. You could use a sight glass, but it's not always the most reliable. The most precise way is to use the readout on the electric pilot or your PLC. To see the true position of the liquid level on the pilot, go to Advanced Settings, then Calibrate Sensor In to see the level sensor output. 4 milliamps means the level is below the displacer, and 20 milliamps means it's above the displacer. There's a small amount of deadband, so plus or minus a few tenths of a milliamp is normal, so it may hold around 19.8. Once the level is above your displacer, shut off the incoming flow to the vessel to maintain liquid level until the calibration is complete. Now press the high level button. It will take 45 to 60 seconds to run the calculation. Once complete, the low level LED will begin to blink. Now empty your vessel's liquid until the water level is below the displacer. Once the liquid level is below the displacer, close the downstream flow to maintain liquid level until calibration is complete. Press the low level button. It may take up to 60 seconds to run the calculation again. Once finished, both LEDs will flash 5 times to indicate the calibration is complete. You can now turn on your flow and confirm everything is working correctly. If you ever need to go back to factory settings on the electric level sensor, hold the low level button for 5 seconds until the LED starts flashing. Then, hold the low level button again for 5 seconds until both LEDs turn solid. Let go, and now it is factory reset. The electric level sensor is available to order for left or right hand mount, and each one is factory calibrated for the intended setup. A left hand mount means that when you're facing the sensor, it is mounted on the left side of the vessel. However, it is also field reversible, and the orientation can be swapped if the wrong one was ordered or the setup changes. An important note about this is that you will need to calibrate the unit after reversing the mount. Contact Kimray support with any questions about the Kimray Electric Level Sensor or any other Kimray Electrics product.